We're starting off the winners finals with c4rrot versus Noid RobbieAK47. He's brought out Snake instead to counter Shulk. I feel like the Monado is going to be the weak point of Ken, but he might bring out a ledge in case Snake isn't working too well. Best ult with Snake, by the way, love it. I feel like what's going to happen is c4rrot can try camping out because Shulk rather is good at mid-range, but Snake is great at long distance. He has the grenades to keep him away, the C4s. He has Nikita. He has a lot of tools he can use to his advantage right now to beat out Shulk. Seeing the cheeky C4 placed on one of the ledges there. I feel like Robbie's going to start keeping away from there now. But they're both being brought closer and closer to that ledge. Good mix up from c4rrot. He awaits the gap attack and then just goes for an up tilt. A very strong move of Snake. Nerfed from Brawl, but this definitely is improving challenge for Snake mains. They're all expecting the distance nerf, and up tilt is still one of Snake's best killing options up close. Keeping him at a distance with the Nikita, and the C4 nearly grabbing him, but the jump Monado saves him. Keeping his distance with the up B. Up tilt though, taking advantage of the smash Monado to get rid of him again, similar to something he did last time. And we're seeing Snake's first stock finally being lost. However, he still has a bit of a disadvantage to go against with c4rrot on 2 stocks, and Robbie just on his last one for this game. However, both players are playing exceptionally right now, and you know, Robbie could bring it back with the Monados, use them as a sort of comeback mechanic. Whereas c4rrot, he just wants to keep on killing for his safe, consistent gameplay, build the damage slowly, because it's not really showing any sort of weakness at the moment. Both characters are able to utilize their crouches actually to mix with the opponent. For example, Snake, he can use it to low profile some moves, and Shulk, he can use it to either let the opponent approach, go for a down tilt, or just, you know, jump up and maybe go for an air. The up tilt nearly getting rid of the 3rd stock. I feel like c4rrot's going to bring him out randomly now because he's winning, and it's a good percent to get rid of it. But the back throw getting him off stage, but not intimidated at all, because Snake's up B actually has a bit of armor. I believe it's heavy armor though, not super armor, so it's not completely invincible. Because that would be way too broken of a recovery. Nevertheless, he's utilizing it quite well, keeping his distance from Robbie. He's going to go for an up. He's going to try to go for the up tilt for the kill, but he also wants to try to build that consistent damage at the same time as well to earn the win. Up smash, going to try to catch his jump. Reading the roll from the down throw into an up tilt, c4rrot gets game 1. Bit surprised there, I kind of just looked up for a second and I saw just c4rrot on Pac-Man. Probably could use him well, to be honest. He's going to go back for Snake again though. He did seem like he wanted to go for 10, but, you know, happy in his play for the last game. So, you know, if it ain't broke, don't fix it. Starting off with a grenade to get the first hit. We're on Yoshi's now. It's similar to Battlefield, but the size and the edges are the main difference, and also the fact that there's walls now instead of you know, being a massive platform in the air that you can just die underneath. So I'm not sure if either of the characters have a wall jump. I don't believe Snake does. Shulk, I'm not sure. If he does, he could use that to his advantage. If not, then kind of makes the recovery options for both of them a bit linear. He's trying to grab some early kills with up air smash Ronaldo, but it seems like C4rrot's just seeing what's going on right now and he's expecting it. He's also showing confidence in going off stage, trying to go for the forward airs and the jump Ronaldo as well sometimes to try grab some early kills off stage, especially with the characters of poor recovery. But Snake's recovery, one of the best in the game, you know, probably the best, as he can infinite himself with the C4. But C4's on stage, as we know, or probably know anyway. You know, could be next time. It's impressive to see a minute and a half's gone and neither character has lost a stock yet. But as I say that, I believe there's the parry to save him, but the back throw kind of gets rid of the stock anyway. So that's Robbie grabbing the first stock. C4rrot now needing to up the pace a little to try to pick it back up for him. Going for the up tilt to try poke the shield and get rid of the stock, but it doesn't seem to work. With the buff shields now, we're going to see less of those shield pokes, I agree. There's a lot of back airs going on right now, trying to get that damage, trying to go for reads. Shield Bernardo going to defend him at 130%, but that also does mean his kill options are going to be a bit less reliable. Seeing Robbie trying to keep the space with the sword, proving to be quite useful in game 2, as he's on 168, and as I said, the stock's gone, but a majority of the match he's managed to space it quite well, especially with the back air, and keeping Snake away, keeping his advantage intact. He's mixing up the Bernardos quite well, even bringing out some unexpected situations. Like we saw in one of the earlier games Robbie was playing, he brought out Shield Bernardo at 25% just because there was a sort of confirmed combo I believe was being brought out, and he just had to use it early just so he didn't die at 90%. We're seeing C4rrot, who used the C4 to try mix up the recovery, so if he missed it, he could just fall back on it. But you see the stock loss there. He's down by a stock, so hard to say who could win game 2 here. Could be Robbie's. Bringing him off the platform and using the Nikita. Snake nearly gets the stock. The up smash also catches him as well. But the Shield Bernardo, brought out by Shulk, is going to save him a bit as well. Buy him a bit of time. He now only has Smash Bernardo at the moment to try to rely on. But he at the percent he's at, he really doesn't want to bring out yet. Keeping him spaced out on the ledge with that the slant. Down tilt catches Snake. Trying to keep a low profile again, just so he didn't get caught. The air dodge nearly causing an SD, but C4rrot managed to come back. He can't afford a SD at this one, or he could lose game 2. Back air just catching Shulk's head to grab the second stock. We could see a comeback from C4rrot to grab game 2 for him and make it 2-0. music just makes it sound so peaceful. You're just seeing some tactician and a guy who can see into the future just fight each other on a woolly world. Meanwhile, I just have this peeking back in going. The up air, anyway, up air catching the recovery, making it 1-all.
I can change the future.
We're seeing to game 3 now. So potentially we could see a 4-game set unless one of them wins the next 2. We're seeing another match of Snake versus Shulk. Bringing out a skin power mix-up, and we're going on Lilac. I believe c4rrot must have counted this because Lilac has shown to have quite a few benefits for characters, zoners specifically, actually, sorry, should I say. Some characters though as well who can space their offensive tools as well, also take advantage of it. Like Ike, who can go for some pretty decent combos on the stage. Trying to go for a forward smash to get rid of the stock early, but just caught by a grab. Smash Monado could get rid of the stock for either of the two. He's going to wait for the get up. I think the Smash Monado take the first stock off c4rrot. The stage that he actually picked to try counter Shulk. So impressive game so far from Robbie. Seeing a lot of explosions around the stage. It's a bit of a small size tri-platform, but you know, Snake's going to be able to easily cover the stage with his projectiles, grenade, up smash. We're just going to see a lot of explosions, really. I mean, there's a lot more areas that Shulk can get damage at and build more damage. Bringing that Smash Monado, try to bring a stock back, which he nearly does with the forward throw, but not enough to bring him out. Which is surprising. Smash Monado does get some decent early kills. Down B getting rid of that stock for him. And we're seeing the Smash Monado manage to bring stock for Robbie's side. We're seeing both characters are playing quite well at the moment. However, Robbie in this game, as well as game 2, has been dominating quite recently. He managed to read on the Snake style, should we say. So he's finding it quite easy at the moment. Up tilt nearly, I believe that was up tilt, nearly getting the second stock for C4rrot. But both are in high percentage at the moment. It's going to be very risky for the two of them to do options. Either of them could get a kill right now, but C4rrot seems likely he's going to lose game 3. But, you know, never say never. For there, getting the stock, that is game 3 to RobbieAK47.
I can feel the power.
Oh, we're seeing game 4. Ryu's being brought out as a counter pick instead of Ken. I believe he's going to be quite confident in the buffs that Ryu has received to try to bring back this game. The matchup between Shulk and Ryu compared to Shulk and Ken kind of quite different. So Ryu has more knockback and on his moves, but at the same time, he can't also get the combos that Ken can that lead to early kills. So it's hard to say, is this a good pick or a bad pick that C4rrot has made? Because I haven't really seen his Ryu too much in action. As you're seeing as well, with Ken and Ryu, both are playing differently. He's utilizing down B a lot more to try to keep it neutral. As we already know, the Shotos, they find it hard to win neutral as is, and when you have a character who can bring out massive hitboxes like with the Shulk, it's going to be even harder. It's going to prove a bit more of a challenge. Nearly using the up B to get rid of the second stock of Ryu, but he just managed to recover. As I said before, the hitboxes are going to be his downfall. Unless he can find a way to play around them. He'll have to play in a different style though than he does with his Ken. Nearly getting off stage. However, Robbie getting rid of that stock at the expense of the stock himself. He's still 2 stocks ahead, so he could grab the game for himself at this moment. Shield Banana being brought out last minute just to avoid that last bit of damage, bringing it down to 5%. But he's lost it now, and he'll resume back to normal damage output. But the speed Monado is going to make it harder for Ryu to try to get damage for the next 7 seconds. Down B though can take a hit before resulting in hit stun. Up B getting rid of that stock even with the shield Monado. So C4rrot might have made a good choice with Ryu and pick up game 4. using Shield Banana at a good time to avoid the second salute again. But Carrot attempting for the Ryu combo, but just missing one of his inputs. Using down B quite a lot now, trying to threat Shulk in a sort of way, you know, trying to keep him away. Now using the Hadoukens to space him away. One of the tools he could use effectively against Shulk. I've been nearly getting rid of the last stock and bringing it to game 5. Robbie keeping a similar game plan, just trying to build up that damage no matter what. Nearly getting the kill, forward throw. Now either of these challengers could die at the percent with just Smash Bernardo, so it's glad that it's gone now. Speed Bernardo could dominate Ryu too much, could prove the overwhelming for him. Nearly getting the stock, but just missing the last air slash. Both players right now trying to stay quite defensive. The side B getting that stock, bringing it to game 5 for winners final.
Give it your all.
Why did air slap not connect?
You cheated.
Game 5, bringing out Ryu one more time against Shulk. We're now seeing the Game 5 situation. One of these players is going to Grand Finals. The other will have to try to come back from the Losers Finals. So it took us about 13 seconds to get the first hit, but it comes from RobbieAK47 himself, who builds up 87% within those 10 seconds. Nearly getting that early kill, utilizing the Smash Bernardo. C4rrot with an impressive playstyle, actually. A character who's usually seen as mid-tier or low-tier, and C4rrot just has a playstyle that kind of makes all the characters just look amazing. That is the first stock to RobbieAK47 against Ryu. He's now going to try to keep his patience, staying on that platform for a bit, just to think of a new tactic. Robbie using the Nair to space out Ryu quite well, as Ryu's approach options aren't the greatest. When he does get it, we do see amazing combos. But I think definitely is a problem for Ryu to try to get that against the first ones. We're seeing Robbie with a impressive lead at the moment, 80% lead. Now being brought down as 70. However, the Smash Monado could take the stock quite quickly, even with a forward tilt, for example. But Carrot playing quite patiently at that moment, just to make sure he doesn't get such an early kill. Smash Monado nearly grabbing the Ryu. However, it's been utilized against him with the upbeat kill. We're reaching a point where Carrot could take advantage of one mistake Robbie makes and end the game. At the same time, the Monados could be used to do a sort of comeback and win Robbie the game. I say that, and Robbie has lost that. 3-2 to Carrot with the comeback with Ryu.
The journey has just begun.